Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Seeking Sister Wife, Season 4, Episode 13. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, we're with the Epps family. So they're sitting out by the fire, honey, drinking some Henny, and they're talking about the new potentials, Bina and Janae. So Taryn asked him if he got serious with Bina, how would that work? Especially since, she's already established, she has her business, she has her child, and it ain't here. Very good question, Taryn. Now you're using your thinker. So India brings up thinking that if she was Janae, she would not have entertained what Marcus had to say in the slightest, especially how he sprung things on her. Child, he don't even have to spring nothing on me. Sprung, honey. He ain't getting none. It is no way that I would deal with anything Marcus involved. Ooh, moving forward. So he's like, you know what? Although I'm attracted to the other girls and, I'm their go-to and they're my go-to, I just don't have that overall feeling with either one of them. The fact that Marcus feels like he has so much leverage in this relationship is so funny to me. Sir, they don't really like you either. You don't feel it because Bina ain't for the bull. Okay, she won't let you control her. And Janae, she probably wouldn't let you sleep with her when you fell asleep, honey, and you ain't fooling me, allegedly. Moving forward. It's okay if you don't want to move forward because I'm sure they're going to be happy about that, honey. It's going to be quite all right. So Taryn feels like, even if they aren't sister wives, then maybe they can be friends because her and, Marcus are like really good friends. And y'all act like really good friends. He act like your homeboy, okay? And India acts like his woman. So there's no confusion there. So he was like, you know what? You really did put things into perspective. Maybe we can just be cool. No new friends, honey. Shout out to Drake. So he tells them that he wants to be free to continue to look around. He was like, I want y'all's blessing. So then him and Taryn look at India and he gonna say, we want your blessing. Yeah, I know that's right, honey. Because you already know India be on one. Okay. And truth be told, she don't really want this situation. And she's happy being with Marcus, but she could really do without Taryn. Like, let's just be really real. She was happy neither one of them worked out, honey. I'm telling you, she was very happy. So she was like, yeah, I'll give y'all my blessing. So Taryn said, okay, well, I feel like we have a great bond. We're happy with where we are now and how things are right now. So she was like, yeah, I feel like we're happy with our situation and the way things are playing out. Child, please, India knows she gonna cut up when another woman enters the picture. She does not like to share this man. Moving forward. So since they got that out the way, now they're going to focus on Marcus and India getting married. Oh, child, I couldn't do it. The Merrifields. Child, they still in Brazil, and they're going out to dinner with Bert. Side note, Garrick knows how to annoy me with his clothing choices. Last season, it was those dumb wife beaters. This season, it's all about the cowboy. He got the cowboy boots on and whatever it is he wearing around his neck this episode. I'm like, sir, why do you want to be a rhinestone cowboy so bad? Why are you looking how you looking? So instead of the phone, they now travel with this lady, Marcella, and she's the translator. So y'all done put down that dumb phone and picked up this lady. When do y'all plan to learn even the basic words from her language? Like, if you've been dealing with her for 3.5 years, why don't you know something? Like, y'all don't know nothing. This is awful. So Roberta feels like, now that they've talked, she feels better and she feels like she can make decisions with them and they can make decisions as a family. She said, yeah, making decisions like such as an extra person. So Danielle was like, I'm a little bit confused because we said 1,000,000 times it's just us getting to know someone. So then Garrick acting confused. He confusing me, talking about it's a double confusion. No, it's a triple confusion because I'm confused at how not one, but 2 women would be interested in you, Ick. Honey, it's a triple confusion. Child, I love to give Garrick a hard time, honey, him and his little tears. So Roberta is like, I said it was cool. I just wish that I was there. And so Danielle is like, you know what? Her bringing up Leah, it's confusing because I thought we put this in the past. Roberta trying to pick a fight so y'all can go away. Okay? Let's just be real. She's trying to pick a fight so y'all can go away, but it ain't gonna work. because Garrick would walk beside the plane in the sky to get Roberta to the States. So, Roberta, whatever you're trying to do, it ain't gonna work. Because again, Garrick will hang on to the wing of the plane if there are no more seats to get you to the States. Moving forward. So Danielle was like, it's not our timing. It's God's timing. Roberta said, no, Leah didn't come through God. She sure didn't, honey. She came via production. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. She definitely didn't come through God. So Danielle was like, yes, he did. He brought her to us at this time. Here go Garrick. As friends, okay? Friends. He does not want to upset little wife. He does not care how Danielle feels as long as Roberta is okay. That's it. That's all. Roberta and Danielle kind of fussing low key, and baby, I am here for it. I was like, ooh, not the tension's flaring. Ooh, emotions are running high. Let's get into it. So Danielle, in her confessional, she was like, there are so many alarms going off, and I'm just wondering why she's being upset about it and bringing it up right now. Girl, it's just now alarms going off for you? Okay. She's picking a fight. The thrill is gone. Roberta's a great actress. She deserves an Oscar, because it ain't no way that you can make me believe that Roberta really wants to continue on in the running to become the next top wife. Absolutely not. Bert is like, well, if it's friends, why did y'all go on a solo date? So then the translator translates. And she was like, Bert is saying, why did you become intimate? Why did you go on an intimate date? So Garrick is like, no intimacy. No. So then Danielle goes, it was just a kiss. Well, baby, what she say that for? Roberta said, what? I don't kiss my friends. Child, they have met they match with Roberta, okay? Do you see the way that Roberta is looking at Danielle? Baby, she is looking at her like, I want to claw y'all eyes out, honey. Bert said, friend my behind. Y'all think I'm dumb. She was like, there's no intimacy. Oh, I don't kiss my friends. Pause. They're just showing Roberta, and I'm just realizing right now that it says 34 years old. Who is creating these fictitious ages? This is not real. It can't be real life. Every time I watch reality TV, I go and look in the mirror and I just thank God that I'm still given so much of the judge. Honey, I look so young compared to what these ages are showing on this screen. Child, it's a whole lie. Another side note. Child, they were wearing them dresses though. Why do y'all with this body and these dresses sit down with Garrick in his boots? I'm so confused by it. I'm just so confused. So Roberta was like, I'm just really shocked to find out that there was a kiss. So she was like, if I wasn't okay with you dating her, why do you think I would be okay with you kissing her? Baby, Danielle is going to be in trouble for blowing Icks shot, okay? Because he wasn't expecting all that to come out. He liked to sit and lie by omission and then act confused. That's what he liked to do. So the translator translates that Roberta is hurt and she needs to go for a walk. Child, I'm not going for a walk. She's so dramatic. Moving forward. Bert, stop it. Okay, it was just a kiss. You're using these two to be you're using this to be able to back out. It is so obvious. And I know you ain't talking about sneaking no kiss when you and Ick were bumping and grinding right next door to Danielle while she went to go find her unmentionables for the night. Girl, goodbye. Don't want to hear nothing you talking about. The Foley family. So they're moving boxes into the new house, and White Van Steve with all his women. Okay, Steve, you may want to create a bigger kitchen if you're going to be getting all these women and whatnot. So White Van Steve is giving the analogies about his relationship being like a house with a foundation. Honey, your house is like the house on the Three Little Pigs. It's made out of straw, and they gonna huff and puff, and Jaden, your daughter, is gonna blow your house down. Moving forward. So Brenda was like, our relationship has really improved as far as me and April. And, we've been talking more and I just feel like we needed more time together. And again, Brenda, you are ages older than April. No matter how much talking y'all do, y'all ain't gonna never be on the same page, honey. Not never. So they started talking about the kids. And, Steve was like, Preston is really go with the flow, which is his son. But Jaden, that daughter, she is not here for it. So Steve was like, I really want to introduce Jaden to April, but I don't know how that's going to go. So Brenda is wondering. Now, y'all listen to this. Brenda says she's wondering if April can be not only a sister wife, but a parent. A 21-year-old parenting an 18-year-old. Okay, Brenda, you need to be committed. Girl, that don't even make no sense. They're both just learning how to be an adult. Nothing about April says parent. And Jaden is 16. Do you mean to say big sis? Because it ain't no way these people that are half near grown gonna sit here and look at April and say, that's my stepmom. Nah, it's giving a little weirdo. It's definitely giving a little weirdo. So Steve is like, that's a good question. No, it is not. She's 21 years old. Your son is 18. Why would she have to parent an adult? Your daughter is 2 years away from being 18. Okay, I don't have time to be doing the math, honey. I don't have time to be doing the math. So Steve was like, I just feel like we need to have a conversation with her and tell April that she needs to show us that she's ready. What? Not y'all having her prove that she's worthy. Anywho, back to the Merrifields. So Roberta gets up to go for a walk, honey, because she's pissed. I think she just wanted us to see her dress. Hey, girl. Ick thinks she's overreacting. Roberta, if you crying about him kissing another woman, this is not the lifestyle for you. You do know that Danielle kisses him from time to time, right? When he not crying. Now, I guess it's different, honey, because you're number one as far as you and Danielle are concerned. And really, he could care less about Danielle. So, there's that. So, I guess you just want to be top dog. I think that's what this is about. It's either that or you're trying to back out. One or the other. Take that back. It's either that you're crying out of fear of moving to the States and you don't want to, or you're just overreacting, honey. It's not making no sense to me. She's being all dramatic. She's like, I need to calm down my heart. I need to pray about it. So then Danielle and Ick, they're over there talking to the side about it, honey. And Danielle is like, we talked about rules, though. We talked about it. He's like, well, okay, well, wait a minute. We have to have boundaries and decide on things as a family. Poor Danielle. Danielle, you're outnumbered, honey. So she's like, well, we booked a ticket, so it should be okay. I think we're going to be fine. So Ick walks over crying, telling her, just forget about the past. Let's work on things as a family. These people need a soap contract. I don't want to see them on now another season of Seeking Sister Wife. We need to get them over on the ABC or the KPRC or something, honey, so that they can get themselves a soap opera contract. Because I ain't never seen nothing like this. Child, this is a fool. So she was like, I want to marry Garrick, but we have different ways of thinking. He's thinking whatever you thinking. Truth be told. See, I don't have no different ways of thinking. The only person thinking different is Danielle. And he don't care nothing about what she talking about. So there you have it. So Garrick was like, as a Christian family, we will work this out and we will forgive. Bye-bye. In the next scene, Nick and his girls, the Davis family, they're back. And Danielle is hanging out with her co-worker/friend, Ariel. Okay, we got another Ariel in the house. So she wants to talk to her about her wedding and what's been going on and, how she's a part of the cult. I'm sorry, not the cult. The situationship, honey. This is a fool. So they sit down and her friend is like, so are you sure you want to, share a man for the rest of your life? She's like, well, when we all sleep in the same bed, I'm nervous and I'm a little bit curious about how it's going to be. A mess, a disgusting, funky mess. That's how it's going to be. So her friend was like, a king size bed? She's like, no, we would definitely have to get a custom made bed. Poor Ariel, honey. She ready to pack this personal pan pizza up and go. This is too much, honey. This is too much. So Ariel was like, so how does it work with sex? Like, will it be in a separate room? Honey, I hope it ain't gonna be in the same bed. And Danielle was like, yeah, because some nights I may just want to go to bed and they want to have sex, and I'm just trying to go to sleep. I hope so. But Nick looked like the type to stew in his own juices. So, it might not work out that way. So she's like, well, is it going to be jealousy? Like, do you think you guys are going to be jealous of each other? So Danielle was like, yeah, of course. I feel like it's going to be jealousy. So Ariel said, I don't think that I'd be able to do that. It's just very unconventional. No, you don't mean to say unconventional, honey. It's a fool. Just go and say it. Girl, I can do this. This is a fool. Just say Ariel, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. I say it for you. Danielle, this is a fool. Okay? Just so we're clear. So Danielle is trying to rationalize this awful lifestyle that she's about to be a part of. And she's like, no, we're set up pretty good. Like, we won't be adding any more than 2 more wives. But, I was thinking, like, how am I going to be able to get along with these women? But I love women. And with all of our incomes, we can do more than the average household. Well, don't count Nick's money, honey. He brings absolutely nothing but Snapple facts. So please don't add him in there. So then she was like, well, you know what? It's really not about the money because Nick doesn't work. He doesn't bring a dime into the household. Danielle, I would never repeat that out loud again. Don't do that no more. You do not need to repeat that. So her friend is like, girl, I know you. And like, well, she ain't say that, honey, but that's how she was looking. She was like, I feel very uncomfortable about him not working. This is what she's saying in the confessional. It's weird to have 4 people in a house and the male not work out of all the 4 people. Well, honey, somehow he has finessed his way into not having to do a damn thing, and all the women do all the things. So she's like, so the pregnant woman works and he doesn't? She's like, is he bettering himself or just sitting on his butt all day? Sitting and doing nothing? Oh, I'm sorry. He's a stay-at-home dad to a 16-year-old. That ain't even his child. That goes to school all day. That is 16 years old and is probably held up in his room on his cellular device all over social media all day and night. He does something. That's it. So Danielle is like, no, I mean, he spends most of his time reading and writing. So do the 32 kids I teach in school. The school-age kids spend time reading and writing as well. Like, girl, what? So she's like, yeah, and soon he'll be able to share his knowledge with all of our kids one day. Tell me Nick wrote your script without telling me Nick wrote your script. Danielle, you cannot be for real. Ma'am, you better not create not now piece of a child with Nick. You need an easy escape, okay? Now see, Jen, she gonna be stuck to Nick for at least 18 years. You need an easy escape route. If I can't save you, Danielle, then at least don't impregnate yourself, honey. This is a fool. So Danielle was like, I just really feel like Ariel is grilling me and I'm getting defensive because I don't want, him to be seen in a negative, lazy light. Well, what other light is there? Nick is a lazy bum that is preying on women and he's manipulating all y'all. You cannot sit here and make me believe that it makes sense for him to send his pregnant wife that is not married to him but married to his other wife out into the workforce, including you, whose life hasn't even started, while he sits at home and reads Snapple facts. Please let me know how that makes sense. So she was like, yeah, well, I want Nick to be able to read and write and talk on the phone with his brothers and do nothing. That is literally what she said. I know y'all are thinking I'm putting some zhuzh on it. No, ma'am. She said, I want him to be able to do nothing. Oh, my goodness. Danielle, you are being straight brainwashed. This isn't healthy. In a few years, y'all, when she looks back on this, she is going to be cringing at the fact that she sat on national TV and acted a fool at 21 years of age. Danielle, don't do this. Ariel nicer than me, because I would have packed Danielle up and taken her far away. She would have been like, girl, we missed my exit. Oh, girl, I gotta get some gas. You're on full gas in Texas. Child, I would have been out of there. I would have took my friend and rolled. So she claims that she likes her lifestyle. Danielle, I can tell the way that you're looking really shifty-eyed and you're holding your head down that you are not sure about this. And that is okay. You do not have to succumb to this life. There is more out there than this. You know what? I'm on my way to save you, Danielle. And anybody in the comments, if y'all want to go with me down to save Danielle, we ride at dawn. The Joneses. Hey, Tasha Jones. And child, I bet Tasha Jones get tired of me calling her name every review. She probably be like, who is this lady and why does she keep calling me Tasha Jones? Tasha Jones, I call your name like that because it just gives me homegirl from around the way, honey, and I love it. So anyway, Sidian is finally home. Child, we know he didn't want to leave. And they're sitting down with the kids to tell them about the proposal. So Sidian is telling them that he finally proposed to Ariel, and they have to explain it to the younger child because he doesn't know what proposal means. And they're going to do a video chat with Ariel to introduce them to her. So they call her, they do a FaceTime. It went very well. Bert, you might need to get with Ariel and see what type of internet service she got, because they can't never get you on the line. But baby, Ariel was so clear, honey, I thought she was sitting in the next room. We're going to have to get you some of this kind of internet. This the kind of internets that you need. So the kids were okay with Ariel. But in my opinion, I hope it stays that way because it's different when you're in person. Yeah, it's cool to FaceTime somebody, even cool to talk to them on the phone. But when you get in person and you start to live everyday life with them, that's totally different. So Tasha said, they're going to do some family trips and some family vacations first so that they can get to know her before she moves there, because they're explaining to them that it's going to be like a year before she actually comes to live with them. And Liam was saying, that's one of the children, Liam was saying, well, it's going to be kind of awkward just moving in with someone after you've only seen them one time on FaceTime. So Tasha was just letting them know that they're going to go over there and they're going to visit. I'm happy they finally got them a sister wife child, because I was getting sick of sitting. The Merrifields. Child, it's time for them to pack it up and leave. So Garrick was like, after last night, we really need to work better on our communication. Y'all sure do. You don't speak her language. She don't speak y'all's language. You don't speak Danielle's language. Danielle don't speak nothing that makes any sense. Roberta's confused. I'm confused watching y'all. Y'all speak in tears. So y'all going to have to learn to use your words is what we're going to have to do, because you guys speak in tears. So Roberta claims that she's going to be on the plane in 30 days. Okay. She said, even though it's going to be hard to leave my mom, I have to move forward with my life with my new sister and my husband. Of course. So, of course, no scene will be complete without tears. And Danielle was like, well, God holds all your tears in a bottle. Can you imagine how big our bottles would be? Y'all would definitely have a gallon jug each, honey, this season alone. So she walks them out to the car, right? And Danielle is like, please don't let anything stop you from getting on the plane. Don't let anything stop you. All that face-to-face talking, hot breath, and heavy breathing would drive me nuts. I hate how close they speak to each other. They're always like, ooh, it just runs me crazy. Please back up. How can y'all even see each other? Like, back up. Mind your business, that's all. Y'all back up. So Garrick was like, I just know that Roberta is super happy to come to Colorado. She's just super happy to come with us and be with us as one. Sure she is, honey. Y'all ain't gonna never see Roberta again. And that was the end of the episode. This episode was cute. One more episode to go. And if you didn't join me for my Family Chantel Live tonight, we had a great old time. We might do it again next Monday. If you watch the Family Chantel, please check out the replay. Thank you guys for listening and or watching. Comment down below exactly how you felt about the episode. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.